Good morning. It's Tuesday, August 9th, and today I'm going to talk about Costco. Costco is a great store in my opinion, and I want to tell you about some of the problems they're having now because one of the unions that represents Costco employees, a Teamsters union, which represents about 17,000 Costco employees out of the 288,000 Costco employees. And the Teamsters Union is upset because the membership, the workers in the union, and the workers in the store in general are not receiving a share of the profits of Costco. Now, Costco apparently made $70-something billion in profit last year. But when you take a close look at Costco, it is not just a regular store. It is a very diverse place to work. You have many employees there who are ground level employees. They have no experience. And they are paid much more than the minimum wage in this country. The minimum wage in Costco right now is $17 to $22 an hour, depending upon the store location and what your minimum job is. And Costco, when you look at Costco, it's a unique place. They have many different departments that operate there. And the result of that is that they have many specialists who work in the store. Take, for example, the pharmacy. The pharmacist who works at a Costco store makes about $125,000 minimum. And then within the pharmacy, there are pharmacy technicians, and they earn somewhere around $50,000 a year. And then there are some other people who help out in the pharmacy, and they are also earning a good salary, above the $17 to $22 minimum wage. And then you have other areas of specialization that you wouldn't even consider. You wouldn't even think about it. But they have decorators who decorate cakes. And believe me, you have to be a specialist and you have to know what you're doing, because if you make a mistake decorating the cake, then it's worthless. So those people make more than $21 an hour. Now, in this particular article I read, didn't list what a cake specialist makes. But I'm sure bakers and butchers make more money than the basic store employee. But wages are not the only thing that sets a store or a company apart from others. There are what we call fringe benefits. So after 2,000 hours of working at Costco, you are entitled to 1 week vacation. But after 2 years of service, you get 2 weeks vacation. And after 5 years of service, you get 3 weeks vacation. And then after 10 years, you get 4 weeks vacation. And after 15 years, you get 5 weeks vacation. That's pretty good. Most companies stop at 3 weeks. Right? And then, of course, they have health insurance. Right? They give their employees health insurance. And then, of course, they have a 401k match. So they will match up to $500 in your 401k. And I can tell you that's a big deal. We had a 401k when I was working, and we had a match, and I had to talk to many employees to put money into the 401k so they could gain more on their match. But many employees ignore that. I don't know how many employees ignore it at Costco, but it's there. It's another $500 in your pocket for your retirement. Now, Costco gives every employee a free turkey at Thanksgiving time. And they also give a free executive membership to the Costco store. And that's a terrific benefit, because when you shop at the Costco store with an executive card, you get a 2% discount on things, and they send you a check every 6 months or so for the money that you have earned shopping in the store. So those little perks count for something. It's hard to put a price on all these little extra perks, but they help reduce the Costco employees' overall cost of living. So as I mentioned before, Costco employs 288,000 people. But there are many jobs that are not related directly to the store, because there are marketing jobs there are human resources, there are customer service, there's merchandising, there's even a journalism department. So Costco is a huge enterprise, and they have many people that are working for them that are not working in the store. And those people make a good living also, and probably earn more than the minimum wage because they're specialists in some field. In fact, when you look even at the store, they have specialists who we wouldn't even consider, like a forklift driver or a truck driver who delivers product around. Those people make more than the $21 average wage. So it's a huge enterprise running the Costco business. And in my mind, they have treated their employees extremely fairly. And then also in my experience, I know that it doesn't matter what you do or how well you treat the employees, there's always a segment of about 10% that are not 100% happy. So I'm chalking that up to this union, which is about 5% of the employees in the Costco chain, maybe. And they have a gripe. But I do not think that those employees are entitled to a piece of the profits. Costco has given them, in my mind, fair salaries and good wages for what the jobs are, above the standards that are set by most corporations in the country. So the employees are getting their share, even though it's not directly related to the profits. Maybe Costco is making a profit, but they got to stay in business, and they have to look for opportunities all over the world. Because I've shopped in Costco's in Hawaii and Seattle and places like that. I've been all over this country and shopped in Costco's all over this country. So I think Costco is doing a very good job. And I think the union is a little bit out of whack. The one thing, though, I think where Costco could do something would be some kind of tuition refund plan. Because I got a tuition refund plan from Publishers Clearinghouse when I went to work there. I was the first employee that they gave that plan to. But in those days, I was paying $25 a credit. So I don't know if any company these days can afford to spend the money on tuition refund, given the price of tuition. So I leave you with that this morning. I think Costco's a great company. I think the union's request is ridiculous. So I leave you with that. Have a great day, and I will see you in the morning. Bye.